Harry Potter meets Chinese music.
你好! Today we're gonna talk about Chinese music with our special guest, Miss Marianne.
I'm so happy to be here today to talk to you about how special and different and unique Chinese music is. I can't wait for you to learn about it. Isn't it interesting that we see these ancient costumes from a dynasty that Miss Ava was teaching me about? So they're blending the ancient with the modern. We know this piece. You studied John Williams. People are playing this piece today, but on these ancient instruments to show us pitch, the melody, beat, and all the different special sounds of string and percussion and woodwinds that add harmony to this beautiful music. So interesting to listen to.
Have you noticed the differences between those Chinese traditional instruments versus Western instruments?
Very much. When we see the stringed instruments using the bow to draw across the string, that's what we would see with contemporary violins.
Yeah.
This is different. They hold it in a different way and still draw the bow across the string to make it vibrate.
Yes.
Which is where all sound comes from.
That's true. That instrument's called 二胡. It has two strings. Like what you said, they play in this way. Yeah. What about another one? The one they were playing is like a flute?
Yes.
Yeah.
This flute that's playing right now is very interesting. You see the way the flautist is holding it off to the side. That's kind of a contemporary way of playing flutes. We do that in Western cultures all the time, and still here in Korea too. But you'll notice the longer the flute, the lower the pitch. Sometimes they have a different way of playing where they blow lengthwise, the way that we're learning to play recorders. So that's the way that they make the tone on that special flute.
The differences between the flute playing this way is called 箫, and in this way played is called 笛子. They kind of sounds a little bit different.
It's very interesting. You see, this one is even shorter. That's why the pitch is higher.
Yes, that's true.
So the shorter the instrument, the higher the pitch, whether it's an ancient instrument or a modern instrument.
What about the instruments all the way to the left and all the way to the right? Have you noticed those two instruments?
Yes. And even the length of the stringed instruments that they're playing, like in a plucking way, the longer the instrument, the lower the pitch. Listen to how quick that tempo is. Those of you who are studying music, those are 16th notes.
That's true. So Chinese instruments actually goes by 8 different categories, and the 2 instruments we were talking about, in ancient time they categorized to 丝.
Now with this whole group playing right now, I think it's so interesting, Miss Ava. The whole ensemble, that means together, they have to listen so carefully to each other, even though each instrument has a different part. They're not all playing the same thing. So I think it adds all different, interesting kinds of sounds, not all the same. We know that's a sign of a good piece of music.